Good morning, this is Tom, Negotiating with Jesus. I just talked to the chat bot over here from Amazon, who at some time in the near future will record and be listening to everything I say and will use it against me. So this is Terminator and the Matrix in real life, IRL. So I'm old and I know a couple of the acronyms. BRB. So it's 5:17. Every morning I do a series of things the past couple of years. So I'm trying to improve as someone who's a little scattered and not very focused. But in this whole life of 60 plus years now, I finally had children, which is, man, that is the thing that the world does that brought me and you into existence, and it's a great gift. And I don't want to pass that and look at something less important like playing guitar, but that's where we're going. I'm not going to tell you about, that life, the miracle happened to you, but it did, and now we're alive, we're in the miracle, so what should we do? We should play guitar and fight Skynet. So today I decided I'll do the thing that I do. So I'm going to do a quick overview in the morning. The past couple years in the morning, after my partner left, my wife, and we went through our long period, 2 years of finally ending a divorce, I decided as I was getting near to retirement, I'm going to try and get better at guitar. So I've been average my whole life. I get to play every weekend. At church, I get to play. So because I practice, I can play the chords without stumbling, without fumbling. I'm not great though. I didn't have a program of exercises. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and step my game up to better than average. But I want you to get to average, because I'm not Building Blocks of Rock for Guitar. The only channel that I'm going to promote, if you're already average and are getting annoyed by me talking, move on to Building Blocks of Rock for Guitar. The guy's doing great work if you want to step up your game, if you're already average. If you're a beginner, this is a place where I'm going to do daily exercises and get you to average. How do you become an average player? You got to play chords. You got to get to easily grabbing the chords, not fumbling around. Then how's Mary Had a Little Lamb? So that's a song in the key of C that everyone kind of knows. If you were a child ever, you might have heard it. So you start learning that songs are composed of notes, a melody. You start learning stuff. So we're not going to do, if you were looking at a songbook, you would learn notes, note reading, and start playing songs like Twinkle Twinkle. You would start learning how to read notes. And most guitar players just play in a garage and become, they don't read notes, they just play by ear. That's the course I'm going. I'm not going to teach Mary Had a Little Lamb or Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I'm going to play the key of C, so I do exercises. That's what I determined. I'm going to become more structured, and I'm not a structured person. I'm going to become more structured so I can improve my playing. So every day I decided to figure out what the caged system is. C-A-G-E-D, caged. It's C-A-G-E-D. C-A-G-E-D. There are 5 little sections of the guitar. If you look at the top of the guitar, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are little sections of the guitar. In the key of C, if you look at the little dots, all guitars have dots where you can see them as a player. And the octave dot is where it starts over. So C, one octave up, is the note C. Well, this is actually the E string, so that's the note E. That's halfway. It divides the strings in half. That's an octave. My Sharona. It's playing an octave, playing off that. String divided in half. So each day I do exercises using the cage system. And what I want to do is work with you doing the exercises. I don't want to advance. I do want to advance, but I'm trying to figure out this channel. So I do a pentatonic scale, penta 5, the pentagon, a 5-sided building. The scale A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It goes C, D, E, skips the F, plays G, A, and skips the B. So the C scale starts with C and ends with B, but in the pentatonic scale, we're going to end with A. Skip the B. Pentatonic scale. Using the cage system, practicing over and over to get reasonably good at the structural things that will let you be a songwriter, because everything is based on knowing these exercises, being able to do them fluently. I'm just doing a video now. I will do all my exercises in a minute. I'm just going to do a quick video. So I'd like this to be part of my structure, is doing some videos and adding that to my tasks that I do in the morning. These are patterns that fit these shapes. We're in the E shape, playing a C chord. That is a C chord that's shaped like an E at the end of the neck. Guitars have movable chords. That's the whole gig. That's the whole game with guitars. If you go 12 frets up, you're playing an octave up, same chord, same shape. E, E. If you play it here, it's a C. So I play this on the strings, same pentatonic scale. I just want to play the notes so that I can slide to the positions. Those are my exercises. And then I do the exercise which I showed yesterday, starting on an A, B, C, D, E, and just play the notes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That is not pentatonic, that's the actual C scale. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, no sharps, no flats, not A sharp, not B sharp, which is a C, not D sharp, no sharps, no flats, not E flat. The key of C, no sharps, no flats. So the last thing I want to say today is, if you do these things, you will play a song, and I'll do just a bit of just songwriting. So yesterday I did chat GPT with a friend. I helped him move a piece of furniture. And then he said, let's go out to eat. I'll buy you food. I ate a California cheeseburger. He had roast beef and gravy and mashed potatoes. I showed him ChatGPT, and he's not as tech interested as me. So I showed him what I did with ChatGPT, and I want to defeat that. I don't want you to use that. I want you to use your creative juices, which shape the world. And the new technology is going to turn on us at some point. And not even necessarily violently, but take us and turn us into just consumers. We're becoming consumers caught up in consuming. I want you to be a creator, so we're going to have this divide, creators and consumers. I want you to be a creator, so you have to do these exercises. So the exercise of writing a song, if you just take the chords because you know them, and you can play them in a timely manner, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. So you know what rhythm is. You can grab the chords in time, and you get where 2, 3, 4 fit. 2, 3, 4, and you start knowing that time is broken up into smaller sections. So you have one beat, and you can divide it into 4, and 4 is the building blocks of normal pop music. And I'm just going to be average, so we're going to do 4/4 timing. The quarter note will get the beat. If you play a slow pace, 2, it's 1. Then your quarter note is the chords are coming less often. You're counting to 4 each time. But if you want to be a next level guitar player, you got to feel eighth notes. You have to feel eighth notes. You can even feel 16th notes. So 4 divided by 4 parts is 8. You have eighth notes between a whole note. You have 4 quarter notes, then eighth notes, then 16th notes. We're going to go to 30 seconds if you're a drummer, or 64ths. We're not going to do that. That's ridiculous. We're not drummers. We're guitar players. But we have to know 8th and 16th. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So the hand is naturally playing to the 8th note. If you're playing something really fast, you're playing 16th notes. And that would be your flash guitar players, your guys who just, I'm not going to do that. I'm not Eddie Van Halen. So we write a song. Everybody learns from those that came before. So you can take a song and you can steal it. But you can't steal it. You have to adjust. You have to change it. So maybe you just change it a little. We're going to do the same notes. We'll do. It is in the key of D. So your voice is going to be your number one instrument, because in the creative process, that likely is the one that you can just grab things from the air, because songwriting is going to come from some mystery and it's going to go through you. We're not going to use ChatGPT. It's going to go through you. You have to become average so that you can fight against, I'm going to now call the bots who will overwhelm us, the AI, I'm going to call it Alvin, and it's going to be my code. So Alvin from now on, and I'll remind you a couple times, but Alvin is our enemy. And if your name is Alan, or if your name is Alvin, Al can look like AI, capital A, lowercase l. That is going to be my code name, because we're going to have to come up with ways to use code so that the bots can't kill us, beat us. So songwriting, quick last thing. You have to be able to grab chords. You have to know what rhythm is. And then use your voice. Use your voice. So you're going to kind of steal things, but you're going to tell stories. So I was with my friend yesterday, and I used ChatGPT. I showed him what I did. I said to ChatGPT in the little text box, write a story. I want it to be from the perspective of a turtle. So my imagination, I just came up with something. A turtle is going to tell the story. The turtle is being carried in the mouth of a dog. Okay, that's somewhat original. I don't know, it's just a made-up fairy tale. Who cares? Do you have that type of creative imagination? If you don't, we'll work on it. Don't use ChatGPT, because that's my little tale. ChatGPT wrote a story, a one paragraph or so story about a turtle saying, the dog is carrying me. It did it as a, the dog isn't going to crush the turtle, because this is a time when we can't do violence. So there's no tragedy, there's only comedy. He holds me gently. I feel his teeth, but not firmly. He looks ahead, and I can see his eyes glimmer with some kind of pride or something. So the ChatGPT writes a story. The next story I had it write was, a dog is going up a mountain. I want you to describe a dog going up a mountain on the back of a turtle. So I want it to be a couple of paragraphs. So it was a 4-paragraph story of a dog riding a turtle to the top of the mountain. And ChatGPT spit out a story, and it was pretty good. But I want to defeat Alvin. I don't want Alvin to take over and give you stories. I want you to develop your own story sense and how that fits with some chords. A dog is walking with a turtle. Actually, the dog is just standing there on his back. He's going up a mountain. So I'm using that same tune and harnessed on that turtle. It's the greatest trip he's ever known. So you can tell a story. If you're not so strange in your creativity that you come up with just random, ridiculous notions. Maybe you only want to sing love songs, so you're going to fit right into FM radio. It's only love songs, and it's tragic love songs. It's stealing love, it's failed love, it's just sex without love, but love songs. You can do that. I want to go into different types of songs. I don't want to do pop love songs. If you're struggling with stories, you're already doing the thing that I'm asking of you. Every night when you come home, you tell a story. The boss talked to me today, took me in the office, pulled me away, said I've got some important news. And I'm just going to make something up. I don't want you to snooze. Cheap rhyme. We're going to move past cheap rhymes, but I want you to understand that stories are already what you do. He said my production skills are a little sloppy. I need to do some drills, then I'll be happy. So sloppy and happy. Close rhymes. So my point here is, the last note is that you're already telling stories every day. I was driving down the road in Pennsylvania. A deer ran in front of my car. I swerved. I did not hit the deer. I did hit a tree. So that's a story. I went to work, and the guy next to me was running a machine that caught fire. That's a story. It actually Life is nothing but stories. You're already telling stories. You're already telling stories. You get up in the morning, this is a story. You make some coffee, you take a leak, and I'm not talking about the vegetable. So that's a story. It had a humorous little easy joke. Take a leak. Leek is some kind of thing. I don't know what a leek is. It's some kind of vegetable or plant of some sort. I got up this morning, got out of bed, dragged a comb across my head. What is that? It's a Beatles song. That's a story that is so common. You can tell that story. I got up, put on my shoes, tugged them tight, and the shoelace broke. Okay. So everything is a story. We're going to learn how to develop that and put it to music. I'm going to do my exercises. That's it for today. This is 21 minutes long. That's plenty. Tom negotiating with Jesus. Out.